You got to understand why that person wanted to fight. What's going on in your life that made you be in the situation? Maybe you had a bad day, you were on drugs, or there may be mental health issues that are going on that we don't know about, and you got to step back and kind of realize that there's always has to be a reason why. You know, there's always a reason. Like go back to his situation. He was speeding that night. Why? Yeah, I pulled him over for speeding. He had told me he had just gotten off of work because he was done with the tattoo session.
Oh,
He's like,
okay.
dude, he's like, I'm tired. I just want to go home. And I think you lived in, where'd you live?
Close to Norwich.
Yeah, but there was a train blocking it.
Yeah.
So he had to go around.
Oh
and
my god.
being that it was late at night and he had a long day at work.
I kind of lost there too.
Yeah, he was lost too.
I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah, and he was very fast. I pulled him over, and it's crazy. 'Cause he's like, "Oh, I'm a tattoo artist," and I'm like, "Oh, snap, cool." And I'm like, "Actually, I've been thinking about getting a tattoo." I looked at his Instagram page and saw the amazing work he did, everything. I was like, "Dude, this is awesome." So I messaged him. He was super nice, super like, "Yeah, dude, let's shoot up some ideas." I came in one day. He helped me draw what I wanted. I told him like, "Hey, like these are my ideas. This is what I want."
Yeah, we did this one.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, well, 2 sessions, yeah. And I get back to my religious thing as it's a lady of Sacred Hearts. I got forgiving people, understanding where people come from, and understanding everybody's walking different shoes. So you got to understand why they do what they do. Sometimes you can't, like you said, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Kind of like the way I interpret that. So came with him. We shot up some ideas. I'm like, dude, this is what I want. Maybe like a couple of days after he came in, he painted them and did it up, and dude, it came out amazing. This year, I messaged him again about getting the rest of the upper bicep done.
The whole sleeve now.
Yeah, I feel like lines symbolize a lot of things. You always see, the line, if you go to the zoo sometimes, you see the line sometimes just relaxing there, just enjoying the day. And then you see documentaries where the lions are, they're ready to fight when they have to fight, So that to me was the powerful tattoo. Especially connecting it with my religious tattoos, I feel like it all blends together. Being that, it might be time to fight, but like I told you earlier, you got to understand why that person wanted to fight. What's going on in your life that made you be in the situation, Maybe you had a bad day, you were on drugs, or, there may be mental health issues that are going on that we don't know about. And you got to step back and kind of realize that. You never know. I could have just had a bad day and came in here. You wouldn't know that. I could have had the best time of my life prior to coming here, and you still wouldn't know that. There's always has to be a reason why. There's always a reason. Like go back to his situation. He was speeding that night. Why? If I didn't care, I would have been like, I don't care. You're speeding. That's it. But he told me I just had a tattoo appointment. Train's down. I gotta go home. I'm tired. Cool. I get it. I've been there. And then that's how we got talking. It's like, oh wow, you do tattoos? Oh snap! I've been wanting a tattoo. Like cool. You just gotta understand why people do what they do. When I went to college, I did a research paper on social disorganization. Basically, like I did a paper on the mob. So it's like, let's say that I associate with the people from the mob. What's gonna happen that I'm gonna do? I'm gonna most likely interact and do what they do because it's the people I interact with. If I hang out with criminals or people that do bad stuff, what's most likely gonna happen? If I live in an area where crime is high, drugs are present, what's most likely gonna happen? I'm going to be part of that. I'm going to be doing drugs because it's just part of my social norm. So stepping back to that, it's like, okay, well, why are you doing drugs? Well, because where did you grow up? What was around you when you were growing up? So it's like, okay, well, maybe we can get you help to treat that, and it's something, bad habits are hard to break. So it's like you grew up your whole life in a bad area doing drugs, and then all of a sudden one day you're like, oh, here, you're good. No, it's not going to happen. There's been so many, especially in my work that I do. We had really bad situations that could have ended really, really bad. But in my head, I'm always make this better situation than what it is. And the only reason I remember, I'd always get chills talking about it. It was a felony vehicle. We continued chasing it. Guy crashed, starts running, started reaching for his waist. Just at that point, it's like so many things could happen. Like, what is he? Does he have something on him? What's going on? Blah blah blah. But a split second, I decided to push him down, and we started fighting on the ground, and your adrenaline's so high, so pumped up that you kind of just get that zero tunnel vision. And luckily, it ended up well. We was eventually facing the customer, but it was just those split decisions. That changes everybody's life. The person's, my life, my coworkers' life, everybody's life. So there's definitely been a lot of those could have ended really bad, but luckily they didn't. So I'm always thankful for that. So it's just understanding why people do what they do. That's my whole thing. Because if you're, like I said, if you just come off strong, it's what purpose does that do?